Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Pisces. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby. And this is your June 2025 full moon reading. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to all of my subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you smash that button right now. And also don't be shy. Make sure you hit that like button. Share with anybody that you think resonates with the messages or might benefit from. For all of my returning subscribers, Pisces, you guys know that at the end of every year I do a full moon predictions reading, and then we journaled everything, and then as each month goes along with the full moon readings, we use those predictions and compare and contrast, right? So we're going to be going over the predictions from last December at the very end of this message or this reading, so make sure you stick along with us, and let's get started. So Pisces, higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, so mote it be. What do we have? Now it's interesting, all the readings for June have been spicy. Very spicy. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called Know Somebody by New Medicine. Immediately, medicine popped out, like New medicine. I am the Cannastrologer, so I work with plant medicine. Big part of my life, but this is talking about new medicine. So this is like new forms of, this could also be like, pharmaceuticals as well, not natural medicine. So, before I go into this card though, I do want to finish, talking about the song. So the song, some of the lyrics, if there's one thing that I know for sure, hold on. If there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that I know nothing. What the fuck? Not again, man. I must suck at picking friends. It always starts with a flawless act of how you always got my back. But it turns out that's where you keep your knives. Turns out you're a master of disguise. Turns out, just when you think that you know somebody, just when you think that you can trust somebody, I have never dreamed you'd do this shit to me. Why am I so naive? Just when you think that you know somebody, trust me, you don't. So, immediately the word that popped into my head was betrayal. Somebody has been betrayed, whether it's you being betrayed or you betraying another. I'm just the messenger, don't drag me. But there's been some type of major betrayal. And it's like just when you think that you know somebody, you realize like true colors come out. Now, what I got from this is that this is like somebody that's close to you. Somebody that you really thought that you knew. This could be like a husband, a wife, a best friend of, many years, a mother or a father, like total major betrayal. Brother, sister, something like that, okay? The card that fell out is the present moment is fucking amazing, right? So open up your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of shit times, there's probably something beautiful to notice right this very second. It could be that babies have eyelashes, and how could babies get any fucking cuter than having little baby eyelashes? Or maybe it's just that you took a breath and you didn't think that you'd be able to do that. You did it. Amazeballs, you fucking breathed. So this, this is telling me that somebody may be feeling at the moment that they're not having an amazing time. They may be, feeling betrayal, feeling like they just got effed over, feeling that they, lost a friend, lost a family member, got stabbed in the back, Somebody sold another person out is what I'm getting. Someone got sold out. Someone got thrown under the bus by someone very close to them. Oof. I don't like the energy. I've had it happen to me before. Just when you think that you know somebody, turns out you don't. So, Pisces, what do we have for Pisces? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. This is the Chakra Insight Oracle. I apologize if the camera shakes a little bit. I need to change my setup. I like the camera position better than it was before, but now it's less sturdy. I'll be switching it up soon. That I know for sure. All right. Underneath the deck, we have the third eye chakra. This has been popping out in almost every single freaking reading. This is talking about, awakening. Somebody's waking up. Somebody is opening up their third eye. It's either that or somebody needs to open up their third eye. Okay. I was just getting something. Like, I was hearing somebody's third eye is closing, is shutting. Somebody could have betrayed another, and because of that, it's like their karma is that they're having like their spiritual gifts taken from them. Now they can't see shit. They have no telepathy. Alright, so definitely want to go check out the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra it's all about self-reflection. And it's like the affirmation is I see. And I just said, like, I feel like, if this is someone who was the betrayer, they could be having, their spiritual gifts taken from them, and they won't see anymore. Top of the deck, we have number 39, dreams, messages, signs, symbols, guidance. So somebody could be getting messages, signs, symbols, and guidance from the universe. And this is all because of your third eye chakra. So for most of you, I feel like your third eye is opening up, and you're starting to see signs, get messages. It's like numerology. You start seeing numbers everywhere, and oh my God, it's like once you see it, it does not stop. Almost makes you feel crazy, but I love it now. But I get symbols and signs from everything. I get bugs, insects, birds, trees, plants, like everything, right? And somebody else could be also, having really prolific dreams. Especially at night. So 3 plus 6 is 9. It is a 9 year this year. This could be happening this year, something. And then 3 plus 9 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3, 6, 9, all very powerful numbers. 3 is about celebration, coming together, waiting for your ships to come in. It's also about heartbreak, heartache. Like complete heartbreak. So that's where betrayal and deception can come from. Somebody could be having dreams, aka nightmares, and getting signs and messages that way too. And that's why they're scared. That's why somebody's worried. They're seeing the betrayal, or they're fearing a betrayal. And that's why Spirit is saying you need to take into consideration all the small, wonderful, tiny little, beautiful things of the world that you should be grateful for, and try to change the energy, the vibrational frequency of what you're feeling right now, if it's that betrayal. Yeah, because underneath the deck we have the Four of Cups, Pisces. I'm not wrong. So this is the energy of being bored, being over it, also not being grateful for all the little blessings in the world. She's sitting there kind of like sighing, and being kind of whatever over the Three of Cups. Now Three of Cups typically is all about celebration. It's saying she has everything that she needs right now to make her happy, but she's not happy. She's not happy. She's not fulfilled, right? And she has her back turned towards this Fourth Cup that's literally being offered to her by the universe. There's a hand right down here. Oops, sorry. Right down there. Just, here you go. It's full of magic and rainbows and shit. And she's just like, oh, I'm not paying attention. Excuse me. So this could be the energy that somebody was in, just not paying attention to all the little things around them. Let's get 3 cards, please, for the past situation that leads us into this reading for June 2025 for Pisces. Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. Thank you. 1 more. Okay, 2 more. Let me lay these out first. Start out with the Queen of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The Hierophant. Okay. Ooh. Hierophant. Then we have the Knight of Swords. And then the World card. And I'm hearing as the world turns. Could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus again. I'm going to sit on that for a second, and we're going to move forward. What is in the current energy for Pisces, please? June 2025. Pisces, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's get 3 cards, Spirit, for what's coming in for Pisces. Interesting. This is all very similar energy with many of these readings. It's like the same reading. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the Sun card, so this is great. This is really great. Why do I feel... Okay, Pisces. This is interesting. Because I'm sitting here, the song is playing in my head. And I know that there's a reason that that particular song came out. And I'm looking at this spread, and it's not bad. But I don't think it's you. Now, for some of you, it absolutely could be, right? Because everybody's readings are different. Everybody's on a different timeline. Everybody has different natal charts. It's like your astrological thumbprint, and it's unique. Everybody's is different, right? So while you could be Pisces Sun, somebody else can have Pisces Moon, Pisces Venus or whatever, but it doesn't mean the same thing for everybody, right? So I'm just gonna, okay, we have the Sun card underneath the deck, and this is talking about ultimate happiness. And this is after somebody has been doing some healing and resting after a new beginning. Could have to do with romance, love, money, abundance, happiness, a new start. So this is the situation that's playing at hand. It's like a new start, happiness. Now this could be for you, or this could be somebody that is around you. Okay. So we start out with in the past, recent past, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she knows what she wants and she knows how she's going to get it. She doesn't change her mind. All of her decisions are based on her experiences. It's based on her experiences. Facts, logic, and wisdom. While she can be emotional, because she's a queen and she could even be a mom, but she's just very matter of fact. She doesn't use emotions in order to make her decisions or anything like that. Also, this could depict like a lawyer or a judge or a police officer, somebody regarding the law or dealing with the law, because it is air sign energy. Then we've got the Hierophant, number 5. This could be a leader, a boss, a CEO, somebody who's like on top of the food chain when it comes to like a business or a corporation or something. This also, the Hierophant talks about being traditional, being more religious versus spiritual. He's kind of, he's not always like, he always expects everybody to bow down to him. There could be some kind of a real traditional relationship between these two energies. But I don't know, because that Queen of Swords is like looking at this Hierophant like she does not like him. She's just like trying to decide like, what am I going to do with this one? Like, what's my next steps? That's what she's looking like. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords is running. I feel like this Queen of Swords could have scared this Hierophant. And now he's like running for his motorcycle, either to deliver a message or is like running from the truth or running from what this Queen of Swords is determining, thinking about, saying, communicating. And then we have the World card. So like I said, I heard as the world turns. Number 21, 2 + 1 is 3 again. So we're talking about group celebration, waiting for your ships to come in, but also potentially like heartbreak. Cycles, endings and beginnings. Something that ended is creating a brand new start. And I do see a brand new start for somebody. What is crazy is that I almost the same exact spread is in the Scorpio spread. I don't see Scorpio on the board here, but also Sagittarius had a very interesting and similar spread as well. And this healer card, the Aquarius healer card, has popped up in almost all the readings. So the next set, the current energy that's happening right now, we've got Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Somebody is having a passionate new beginning. It's like also an awakening, that flame right there in the third eye. Oh my goodness. Third eye chakra. Somebody's waking up. Somebody's actually freaking waking up. They're waking up. Somebody could be having dreams about another person. Maybe that's what it is too. Somebody could be having dreams about this Queen of Swords energy. Maybe this is the energy of a Queen of Swords leveling up, ascending. And somebody could be delivering a message. And or the Knight of Swords can also be the energy of somebody like spying, watching. But it's, knights are warriors. It's action, taking action on something. So somebody could be sending a message, taking action on something that ends and begins a new cycle. But it's beginning this cycle, passionate new beginning, that somebody's going to be very protective over. This is defending your morals, ethics, beliefs, values, and goals. It's aligning your chakra. I can't even talk right now. Chakras, keeping yourself balanced and aligned. In flow is what I'm hearing. Now, I also feel this person is very happy-go-lucky. This could be you, could be the other person, but it's somebody who's very happy-go-lucky. Somebody who's single. I feel like this is definitely somebody who's single, and they're in a state of healing. They're very beautiful, very magnetic personality. If this is somebody, and they're also very passionate. So this is somebody, if it's passion towards a person, it could be romantic or platonic. If it's passion towards what they're passionate about, that's work, career, business, finance, passion projects, right? But in either sense, they're very lucky. If it's like a one-night stand, here for a fun time, not a long time, that's the energy of the Knight of Wands. But if it's more towards like business and whatnot, this is somebody who can go out there, get a sale, come back, put a star on the board, go back out there, do it again. Happy-go-lucky energy, very successful. Okay? Single. I don't feel like this is you, unless you are a feminine, because I feel very strongly this is a feminine. Someone single that's starting a new start, new beginning after closing out some cycles with maybe a Hierophant. Dang, is there a Hierophant on the run? Maybe that's what it is. Somebody betrayed somebody, right? And now they're running. And somebody's guarding themselves and starting this passionate new beginning. But I will say what's coming in is very healing energy. We've got the Star. This is somebody who's like center of attention. They could be a star. They've got that celebrity like star appeal to them. They could be in the public eye. This could be you, could be the other person, right? But this is also a card of hope and healing. It's Aquarius energy. We are in the age of Aquarius right now. This is clarified by the Ten of Cups. This is like happy home, happy life, happy wife. Okay, if this is you coming together with this person, this is a beautiful energy, okay? Or this could be somebody finally experiencing their Ten of Cups if this isn't you. And it's going to be very healing for them. Now, then this is clarified by the Two of Swords, which is interesting because this is making a decision like almost blindfolded. Okay, this is somebody who's relying on all their other senses before they decide. It's like depending on your sense of smell, depending on your sense of sound, depending on your sense of feel, touch, maybe depending on another person's opinion, which I would highly, highly advise against. Okay, always trust your own discernment. But what's interesting too is that by being blindfolded, it's like you really are trusting your third eye. What I'm getting is this person is very psychic, and this person can make decisions without sight. Now, didn't I say also somebody could be losing sight? It's not this person, but it's like they can make decisions almost blindfolded, and it's because they're healed. They're very healed, or somebody's quick to make a decision. But once that decision is made, I see happiness, I see hope, I see healing. I mean, like, are you kidding me? The sun underneath the deck, that's gorgeous. So let's clarify this with the Divine Energy Oracle. You guys kind of have a confusing reading to me. So honestly, like, if any of this resonates, please drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know how it resonates with you. And definitely like and share. Help the algorithm. Help the channel. Somebody could have just... Okay, you get 2 messages. Yeah, somebody could have gotten out of some kind of institution. That could be it too. Somebody could have just escaped some kind of institution. You're the only reading that 2 cards came out. Underneath the deck, we have focus on success. And I do see that being worked on. Somebody's, working hard. Working on their boundaries, personal boundaries, passionate new beginning, having an awakening, healing, focusing on success. So I like that. Then we have, this makes sense, actually. Okay, Spirit says, keep your commitments, but also be decisive. And this be decisive energy is coming from this, right? So maybe somebody already had commitments with a family. Maybe somebody had commitments, like next steps, going to school, going to work, or something like that. So it's like also keeping a commitment with yourself, like staying with your rituals, staying on task, staying healthy, I just heard staying woke. Staying on schedule, staying on point. But really, it's like somebody, I see a lot of happiness. If this is not you, and I hope it is, but if this is not you, this is somebody that you're definitely dealing with who is straight up focused on success, straight up focused on a new beginning, having this massive awakening. And people can have multiple awakenings throughout their lives, but this is like someone who is like really freaking protected and lucky. And this is just like, saying keep your commitments and be decisive about your decisions. And these decisions will lead to, it's like once you make this decision, okay, it's going to lead to this. Healing and family life. Happiness and hope, right? Happiness, healing, hope, and even potential, stardom, celebrity, being in the spotlight or something. That could be you or another person in the relationship. But it's like you have to decide, is that what you want? It'll be very healing if it is. But is that what you want? So, I don't know. I'm going to leave that right there. You guys know this reading better than I do, what your storyline is. But let's get into the predictions that I did at the end of 2024. So, the June full moon of 2025 is going to be on June 11th at 12:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's on a Wednesday here in the United States where I'm doing this reading. And this is called the Sagittarius Strawberry Full Moon. So it's a fire energy. There's a lot of fire on the board too. Strawberries could be significant this month for you. Eat a strawberry. Eat strawberries. Do something with strawberries to honor the moon, honor this month. Strawberry wine, right? That too. So some of the cards that we pulled for this prediction reading. The first one was the Four of Swords. I thought we saw that earlier. Was it here? Yeah, right here. So this is all about R&R, rest and relaxation. Some of you could have been traveling. Some of you could have been like going on vacation, getting a little R&R. This is like, it's the energy of being overwhelmed or having a lot of mental overload and then like taking a nap. You know, going and, taking the weight off your shoulders or, just getting some rest. Then the next card that we pulled was Cultivating Prosperity. Also, I see that. I mean, Ten of Cups, that's the ultimate happiness, right? I don't actually see Pentacles on the table, on the board. But if we're talking about wands, we can be talking about business. This is about success and happiness, healing, it can be all part of it, of course. But, and prosperity doesn't always have to mean money either, right? Like prosperity is Ten of Cups, happy home, happy life, happy wife. You could be very prosperous, having a very healthy, successful connection with your friends and family. So then we've got number 33, the Flower Moon, the Blossoming card. The Flower Moon was the full moon in May. And something from that situation could have been blossoming from that time to now. Then we pulled card number 12. It's the Rose card, and it means love. Also, something significant could happen on the 12th. Then we pulled the first quarter moon in Gemini card, and this is all about speaking your world into being. It's using words of affirmation, speaking your world into existence, manifestation at its finest. Be careful with your words, how you think about yourself, what you say about yourself, what you think and say about others as well. Words are magic. Words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. So be very intentional about what you say. And then for the Crystal Message Oracle, it was the crystal or the stone rhodochrosite. And this is all about your inner child. So this is rhodochrosite. It's like a bright pink color. And it's funny because with this particular stone, it's on the inside, the inner side of the stone. There's some towards the back too. But this means inner child. So big theme for this month has been healing and healing your inner child. And last but not least, I've been using the Astro Dice that is based on the three main principles of astrology. So what I rolled for this month was Pluto, Cancer in the third house. You could be dealing or have Pluto or Cancer or a strong third house placement somewhere in your chart. But when you combine those three things together, it's a unique blend of emotional insight and communicative power. And when used wisely, it's a force of healing and transformation. And that's why I was saying, this will be transforming and healing your inner child. And I see that maybe when somebody walks away or moves away from some kind of institution, could be a family, could be a company, closing out one cycle, starting another. It's like they have this awakening, they work on healing themselves, and just happy-go-lucky energy, very, very healthy, okay? And then they make a decision, and then it's all happiness and healing. Once that decision is made, the happiest deck, happiest card underneath the sun. So somebody's definitely healing. Something has been healed. Ooh, I just go, whew. I just got this pang in my chest, that this is not. Somebody's going to watch this reading, whether you're Pisces or not. This could be a cross watcher, right? Somebody's going to watch this reading and get so effing pissed. Because it's not going to be them that's getting all this happiness, getting all this healing. That's the betrayal. That's the person that was trying to keep betrayal, or that was trying to cause betrayal. So you just need to focus on keeping your commitments, be decisive about what decisions that you make, and focus on healing. Focus on the little things, because the present moment is fucking amazing. That's where I'm going to leave you at, Pisces. If any of this brought you insight, clarity, or answers, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below, like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading where we dive down deep into your specific timeline, I have all of my contact information in the description below this video. And make sure you also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs too for additional messages. But this is where I leave you. I hope you guys have a really great June 2025. I look forward to reading for you again in the near future, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.